Hi there, I'm Christy. I know there's lots of new people here. I just wanted to say welcome. Today is a little bit of a farm vlog. For those of you that are new, I am in northern Alberta, Canada. I grow most of our own food. We live a homesteader lifestyle, and you have seen me participate. Likely that's why you're here. You've seen me participate in the Three Rivers Challenge, which is a pantry challenge. That is the kind of lifestyle that we live. I do participate in the pantry challenge all year round, basically, because that's how we live here, based on just what we're growing and what we preserve. Part of the pantry challenge, though, is growing the food and preserving the food. And so also being sustainable on our property to be able to live that lifestyle and keep our costs down of, living in a cold climate and having to have certain infrastructures and things going on so that you can grow a lot of food. So anyway, I just wanted to say hi and introduce myself to those of you that are new. And I wanted to give you a tour of what's going on and give you an update of what I'm doing today. So this is the big reveal. To some people, seeing this in the background the other day and were wondering, what is that? This is where I have my seed starting happening right now. I'll show you in a second. But I wanted to tell you a couple things. Today is really a special day because as soon as I'm done chores, I have to run into town and I'm picking up some eggs. I ordered some incubating eggs for my farm, and I didn't order a lot. I just ordered some of the varieties that I really, really wanted, including, oh, I'm so excited I got them, some blue lace red Wyandotte, I think is how you say it. I ordered some of those, not a lot, but I ordered a bunch of different varieties so I can get some color into my egg basket. But I also ordered eggs that were dual purpose. So some of these will be layers, and some of these eggs hopefully will be some of the cockerels that we will later on put into our freezer. Instead of buying meat birds, we do dual purpose, and then we can pick and choose. So like pick and choose which ones, disposition, those kind of things when it comes to choosing our hens and stuff like that. And then whatever hens that we don't want to keep, we can sell them, or we can put them in our freezer, but likely to sell them because we did get color and we did get some pretty fancy birds. So dual purpose birds. So that's what I'm going to do after, but first I'm going to show you what I have growing here. I am a flower farmer. I am growing for 2 florists in northern Alberta, and so this seed starting has begun. I am full-fledged today. I have about 300 seeds that I do need to start inside, and then I'm going to start some winter sowing this weekend. But this is what I have going so far, so I'm just going to give you a little peek through. This is in our living room, by the way, so I can monitor them very closely. Have them covered because the light is pretty hard on the eyes. So I'm going to flip this around just one second. Okay, so the first thing I want to point out is I have this shelf with grow lights and some gnat control just in case. And I have a fan going all the time in here to circulate because this is covered and I don't want any damping off. This row these plants are going to move up today. I'm just letting them kind of spend the day here, and then they'll move up because I have a bunch more seeds starting to go on here. But these ones I started on February the 3rd. These are carnations, and this was an experiment. So there's 2 types of carnations. I have a video on this. These will get potted into larger cell blocks here very soon. See, they're in tiny little cell blocks. I will be potting these into bigger cell blocks soon because there's not very many of them. These guys here are Lizianthus. Now, Lizianthus are really slow at growing. This is my second succession of Lizianthus. So these are cut flowers that I'll be selling to my florist, hopefully. These are not the only Lizianthus I have. This is the second succession I have. I ordered different varieties as well from a grower. So I will be able to pick those up very soon, but you can see they're starting to grow. These will take a long time, a long time. Oh my goodness, look, I can see the Lizianthus is getting its second set of leaves right there. That is like super exciting. I'm so excited. Lizianthus are extremely hard to grow, by the way. I should mention the varieties that we planted in that video where I actually planted these seeds. I'll link the video to me planting these seeds down below. But I will, the varieties that we have in here are Lizianthus Voyage 2 Lavender, Voyage 2 Lavender, Roseanne 3 Brown, and Arena 3 Gold. And then there's a mix of all of them together. And this is just like a trial. I also ordered Lizianthus from a grower. This one is one of the varieties that I have ordered, which will be here in April. It is an ABC1 white. I also ordered this variety from the grower called ABC2 Rose. Also from the grower, I ordered this Flare Deep Blue Lizianthus. I know it's purple, but in the flower world, it's blue. This is the last one I ordered from the grower. It is called a Flare White, which I'm really excited. I can see this being in lots of wedding arrangements this year. In F16, this was sown on February 16th. And in here, we have Echinacea Powwow Wildberry. It's a zone 3 perennial, which I'm going to winter sow some because I don't think this was an experiment to see if they'll grow. These are celery. This is Tango celery here, which is got a slow germination. And these ones are the Utah 5270. And I'm really impressed that they are growing so rapidly compared to the Tango, because these can take a really long time to grow. This is some romaine lettuce for some baby greens. Down here, these little ones here are Summer Pastel Yarrow, which is a zone 2 perennial, and I'm really excited to be able to grow them. These guys here are Favorite Berries Yarrow, which are also a zone 2 perennial that I'm hoping we can overwinter here. So I'm getting these guys going. These are cool flowers, so they're gonna go out into our garden underneath a floating row cover 6 to 8 weeks before our last frost date. So these will be planted outside between April 1st and April 15th. These ones here, Seeker Rose Shades of Status. Now we're into the status. They look great. This guy here had a lower germination. Well, actually, no, it didn't. It had a great germination rate, but they didn't do so well. I don't know what happened to these guys. They like died. So I did reseed some of those, but these are Apricot Beauty Status. And these little ones here are Seeker Light Yellow Status. And this last one here, Seeker White Status. That's this row, and these will all be getting planted out in the first 2 weeks of April under floating row cover. Even if there's snow on the ground, they still must go out because they're a cool flower. These are all onions right here. Calibra sweet Spanish onions, and I have 5 tray or 5. So that's 100 onion seeds started, because there's 20 cells in a block, and these usually take a really long time to germinate. Doing it in soil blocks speeds up germination 30%. Your germination days are sped up 30% by doing this. So just an FYI. You will have seedlings pop 30% faster than you would in cells opposed to soil blocks. Now, this one here is white sage. So these guys here are white sage. They're new seeds that I bought on Etsy from a private seller because I couldn't find any and I wanted to try them. Here we have lavender. This is lavender. This one here is called Magic Lime Feverfew. They're really pretty for fillers. This one is Vintage Brown Stock. Now stock is a one and done deal, so I have to start these early because they will be harvested and pulled out as soon as they bloom. For my florists, these are quite common for weddings, so these will hopefully in some wedding bouquets. This is Cat's apricot stock, Cat's yellow stock, and Dutch's asters back there. These are all cool flowers. Now, they will also go out into, these guys will also go out into the garden between the 1st and 2nd week of April here underneath the row cover, even if there's snow on the ground. Some of them will actually be going into a cold frame greenhouse, and some of them will be in our greenhouse, like actual greenhouse, and this guy needs some help. So I need to go through the stock and decide, like, these ones look like they'll be doubles. You have to go through and decide which ones are, because the double ones have a specific look to them, and you can tell which ones are doubles. So I'll have to kind of go through them and sort them to keep the doubles and the singles separate. I'm still going to grow the singles and not chop their heads off like other flower farmers do, because I want to use them as filler flowers. So waste not, want not in my little garden space here. So, and then down here, so this one here is Madame Butterfly Snapdragons. They're bronze with white is that color. And this one, Legend Light Pink Snapdragons. Now these guys here are just a mix of Potomac mix, Snapdragon Madame Butterfly mix. They still haven't germinated, that's okay. This is a rainbow mix. This here is Indian Summer Rudbeckia. This here is Seeker Purple Status, which is cool. I love it. Seeker Pastel Blue Status. Experiment of Gomphrena. So this is a mix of Gomphrena. I sowed these yesterday. It's Snowball Feverfew. And I have 2 of those going. This one and this one. Then I have Snowball and Magic Mix. So they're Magic Feverfew Mix. So I have a mix of all the different seeds together in this little cell block here. Then over here, I have Magic Single Feverfew. So it's Magic Single Feverfew. Snowball. This is also Magic Single Feverfew. This is Delft Blue Nigelia. This is QIS Yellow Status right here. Apricot Status, QIS Apricot Status, and Dara, so it's like a Queen Anne's lace. And this here is also Status, just a carry-on variation of those. So these guys were sown yesterday. They are a cool flower. I have them on heat mats, but the fan is going to keep them cool, so they should germinate. I will tell you, I have to grow flowers in order to pay for the cost of growing food, and that's why I do this. I will be starting vegetables today as well, so I'm really excited. I hope you enjoy this little greenhouse tour or seed starting tour. Here, I'll stand back and show you. It's not full yet, but my goodness, there's like, each one of these is 20 plants. This is gonna be full in no time, so I'm really looking forward to that. So now that's all taken care of, everything's watered. I need to go get my other chores done, take care of my animals, and then I'm gonna go to town and get those eggs. I will show you an unboxing and where I got my hatching eggs from online, and we'll go from there. So I'll see you back here in a little bit. So now is a really great time to actually be really considering growing your own food, whether it is in a small little grow bags or a raised bed, buckets. It's a really great time now, more than ever, to really start to consider growing your own food. As we're seeing the inflation and prices of everything, availability of products, it's really not a hard thing to do to grow food. And so, I hope that if I can grow food where I live in this climate, I'm pretty sure you can too. Even if you're not sure, even if you don't know, I'm actually growing sweet potatoes this year, which is something that seems to be impossible. People say you can't grow sweet potatoes in northern Alberta. I'm gonna try, I'm just gonna do what I can. I'm gonna do my best to grow as much food as I can and preserve and harvest as much food as I possibly can. And you know, I think there's so many things that I can be growing right now and I'm not. So I'm going to share with you how or what I'm doing. A lot of you are in a warmer climate, so maybe it'll give you guys some inspiration and ideas of what to do. So I will share that with you. But first, I need to go feed my animals, and I'll leave you here in the truck where it's nice and warm. Be right back. All right, chores are done, jacket change. It's really warm out today. I think it's minus 11 degrees Celsius right now, which is awesome. Way warmer than we're used to getting. So really excited. I made sure I changed my jacket and emptied my pockets so there's no accidental post office egg omelets that I'm kind of famous for. So I did actually find money in my pocket. This was, remember in January when I did when I was working on the pantry challenge and I gave myself $100 a month to spend on fresh produce? This is still that $100 that I had on actual like fresh produce. That wasn't counting stuff that was for Chas. Just stuff that I was using for meal prepping and whatnot in the challenge. So I have this left over for my allowance. So that was cool. Saved money, and I have money to burn a hole in my pocket. I think I'm gonna go buy some chicken feed with it. Molly, shh, she can't come to town. She's too noisy and she likes to escape. All right, let's go get some chicken eggs. I'm so flippin' excited. I've been looking for these type of eggs for so long, and they're always sold out. So I had to get them now, which worked because I want to have them hatched and a couple of weeks old before I have to make my trip. I have to go get my seedlings that I ordered for my flower farm, which will be here in the first week of April. It's a 7-hour drive one way for me to go pick them up. So when I'm gone, I don't want Tyson and Chaz to have to worry about an incubator and baby chicks. I'd like them to be beginning to be feathered out and well on their way. So planning is everything when it comes to the lifestyle, and sometimes just opportunity strikes and you just got to jump on it, and it works out better than it could have if you planned it out in the first place. So that's what's happening today. We're just winging it with chickens. Potentially pantry challenge chicken wings in the future, and I'm sorry if that offends you. I also wanted to take a moment today and send love and prayers to everybody who is in the Ukraine, and also to those that are in Russia that are, kind of stuck in this whole mess. I do have family over in the Ukraine. I've never met them. I don't know who they are, but I know many of you that are viewing, you do. And I can't imagine what it must be like for your families, and I'm sending so much love to you. I'm sending prayers and so much love to everybody. Realize that with the way the snow looks, you can't see the sparkles. I talked about this in a previous video, but I wonder if I can get you can see the sparkles too. You see them? Aren't they pretty? I'm hoping. You see them now? All the sparkles in the snow. Super hard. Okay. You see them? You see them now? Look at all the sparkles. Anyway. It's hard to appreciate how pretty snow actually is when you've never experienced it before. So for those of you that have not experienced a lot of snow, especially in a Canadian winter, I hope that you were able to see that, because it's very, very special and I love it. It's my favorite things about winter. Sparkles. I literally just walked in the door with the eggs that I just ordered. I hope, like I really hope that they're gonna be okay. We had some really cold temperatures. I don't know if there's any heat packs or anything inside of the eggs, so we'll find out. I hope that they're not broken. I hope they didn't freeze. So yeah, this is how they're packed. I got them from Breezy Bird Farms. So we will see. I'm then just gonna go grab a carton and a knife and I'll be right back. So these shipped out from Manitoba on Monday. And they got, today's Friday, so they didn't do too bad. I don't know if she actually took them to the post office on Monday, but so it was like Monday or Tuesday where they actually shipped out. All right, so there's a warning. Before unpacking, view the hatching tips on shipping eggs. Hatched eggs are fragile. Do not rush the process. There are too many variables that affect the viability of the eggs once they leave our hands. Just because your eggs do not hatch does not mean they are not fertile. Exposure to extreme temperatures, rough handling during shipping, differences in incubating practices, and other issues can all affect the hatching eggs. So I have actually bought hatching eggs from Breezy Bird Farms before, and I've shipped them in cold weather. I have not had an issue before and stuff, so there is some information. So she is on Instagram and stuff like that, and on Facebook. She has beautiful photos. I'm actually going to message her and see if I can use some of her photos to show you what I did order. But this is just her postcard. She's a really sweet lady, and she has lots of knowledge for anyone that's interested in learning how to incubate eggs or whatever. She has lots of really great information. Don't be broken, don't be broken. So here's one egg. I don't know what type it is yet. I'm just gonna pull all of them out and just set them on the thing first. She usually doesn't ship them like this. She usually ships them, like I've never had eggs shipped like this before. My soil blocking stuff is right here, so I'm just gonna quickly use this to contain all the bits and pieces. These are so much better than the packing peanuts. These things are the inside part of, like, she'll cut holes into styrofoam. I think there's some down here, I'll show you. She cuts holes into styrofoam, and these are she's upcycling them, so this is kind of cool. These ones would be, I think, chicken eggs, and then these would be like the quail egg size, just teeny. So these are how she does not want to stay in there. Is this entertaining to you guys? Like, it just won't go in there. Try my other hand. No, it just won't. They're so staticky. It won't go. Get in there. Get in there. I give up. I quit. Okay, let's see. See what we got. Well, unfortunately, we have some cracked, broken ones in here. They are broken. They froze. Dang it. So, that really sucks that we lost some. I think they were the Sussex that broke. I don't know. I'm going to still try incubating some of these, I think. Yeah. So, can you see that in there? We have some, that one broke because it froze. This one broke. Yeah. They are frozen. Sad. Sad day. So I am going to still try to incubate some of these, hopefully. Some people say that if they have a light freeze, they'll be fine, but I don't know. But no, they're broken. So I'm just trying to pull these out very, very, very carefully. So sad. So sad. So yeah, we have quite a few that are broken. The Sussex one definitely just is broken. So this sometimes happens, you guys, you know, like it just happens. This one's broken. This was a Moran. LB found one of those peanut things. This one also froze. This one is a Sussex. It's not cracked or anything. This one is frozen as well. I just touched it and it cracked even more because it is frozen. Yeah, they're all no good. I'm so sad. Oh my goodness. It was like, this one is a Brahma. It is not cracked, so I'm gonna set it to the side. I don't think that they can be incubated when they're this, like when they get that cold. This one is definitely broken. That one. This one is, this is a blue lace Wyandotte, and it is not broken, so I'm going to set that to the side. Let it warm up. This one is broken. This one is not broken. You too. Frozen. Frozen. That one's also frozen, and this one is too. So they're all garbage except, and there was four of them that did not break, but I don't think they'll be incubable, or I won't be able to incubate them. So sad. So what did it cost? I paid, hold on. I'm really sad. It was $119 for the eggs, and then $30.55 for shipping. So yeah, that sucks. Anyways, I'm gonna clean up my mess. I am still gonna get my incubator ready. I'm gonna contact Candace and let her know that this happened. And I don't know with this one, I never looked to see. It doesn't seem bad, but I don't know. See. Every time I've ordered other places with hatching eggs, they always have something in the box so that they don't freeze. So I'm kind of surprised. Yeah, this one's broken too. It's all cracked from freezing. So they are all garbage. Very sad, but very, very, very sad. So I will contact her and see what happens. Don't get your eggs shipped when it is cold out. Bottom line, don't do it. So I added the eggs that I want to incubate into here. These are the ones for Breezy, from Breezy. They had froze. I'm still gonna try because I do know that frozen embryos will develop with the right conditions. So I am going to try them. They're not frozen solid, they're not cracked. So I'm just gonna try them while I'm incubating these. These are from my hens. And I want to add more color of rainbow. And I want to keep this gene in my flock. I have these purple eggs, or these pinky purple colors. And then so this one is from that hen that we almost lost this winter, these purple eggs. I want to keep her. She has a really heavy bloom. And then the other red hen that I have, I want to keep her eggs. And then these ones are Easter eggers that I know that are not related to each other, because I had some chicks that were come together, but these ones are not related. So I want to keep, there's kind of like where's some better angle here of colors. I'm trying to get some good shots here so you can see the colors. I want to see how we can get these a little bit more of various ombre of color. So that's my plan. And then the Sussex, I was hoping to have these pinky cream eggs in the basket as well. So there, that's a little bit better. So yeah, that's my plan. Those 4 are just what were survivors, and the rest of these are the ones that I saved from my own hens. So we're gonna incubate these starting tomorrow. So with any luck, within 21 days from now, we will have some chicks running around in a brooder. Very excited. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me today and learning about what I have going on our farm today. So I hope to see you again soon. I'm hoping to do some vlogs this weekend of some winter sowing projects that I'm going to be doing for some cold hardy vegetables that maybe you might be wanting to start along with me. Anyways, thank you guys so much for being here. We'll see you next time. Bye for now. What do you want? What does Molly want? You want to go aside? Do you want some water? Do you want a treat? Do you want some cheese? Want to go for a car ride? Yeah? Okay. You want to come? Let's go. Let's go.